Hello, my friends. Amy with Campbell Creations, and today we are using Bargain Bead Box Glacier Glimmer Collection, and we are going to make a necklace and a pair of earrings. Super excited. I've pulled some other items from beadboxbargains.com, and what we're going to be doing today is you see first from Bows and Berries, we have these links. Now, I just received two orders that came with those giveaway bags that had, 5 strands, and it also had links. So I have a bunch of these links. I need to utilize them. You can use the links that came in this month's box to make this as well. I don't have enough left to do that with, so I'm using these. And so I've just put them together here. Just notice there is a front and a back to these. So there's one side, and then the other side is just flat. So make sure whenever you're putting them together that you're putting them all same side. So that's where I'm wanting to start here. Now, I have some Soft Flex white here in medium, but I also have some thinner Aculon that's cut. And Aculon is just the 49 strand from Hobby Lobby, and I have these cut to right about 6.5, 7 inches. This one's cut to about 6 inches, it looks like. I just cut them. I cut it to where I knew that it would be long enough to have a strand here, because what I'm looking to do is put another strand here and then also have strands going up the side with beads. Delicious, amazing beads. So what I'm using is I have from the box, I have these English cut beads. So we're going to be using a few of those. We have these beautiful rondelles that we're going to be pulling in. We have the little bicones that came in the box. I pulled in, this is the blue lace agate. I pulled this in. We do have some beads. We don't have enough that came with the box. So if you have some additional beads, throw them in. And then I have some shimmer bicones. And these shimmer bicones I just got from Bead Box Bargains, and I love them. And I thought that they would pull in all of these colors together, give a little bit of bling to where it's not just like blue and white, It has that little extra something that kind of pulls it all together. Now from Bead Box Bargains website, I do have some of these awesome bead caps. I love these bead caps, and they look really good on those English cut beads. They look really good on there, really good. These are from Hobby Lobby. These are little 4mm daisy spacers. I have several different kinds of little 4 and 3mm daisy spacers. The ones that I wanted today are completely flat, not the ones that bump up. I want them to be flat because I want this to be really elegant. I want this to be a really elegant necklace and earring set. I also have from Bead Box Bargains some of these little bead caps, and I like them because they pull that really light silver in, that bright silver. So I wanted to pull those in. And I have made some cha-chas. And what I have done with these is I have some of our rondelles here. And with these rondelles, I just did our bead cap and then put a ball on top and wrapped it. I did with the bicones, those little white bicones, I put a daisy spacer on each side and then put one of those balls on top. Then I used some of the little blue lace agate here, did those, and then also our little shimmer bicones. And I believe I have 3 of each. Well, I think I have 4 of these guys. I do. I have 4 of these guys, and I guess 4 of each of the others. Okay, yeah, I did 4 of each of them. I was just doing them in batches and doing them in batches and then doing them in batches because we have some for our earrings as well. So I was just cha-chaing away. So what I'm wanting to do here is this strand is going to be a pretty focal strand that's going to be right above our links. So I'm going to set these links to the side. So I'll just set these up here for now. Let them hang out on their own. And then here, I know our center, I want to be this English cut crystal. And oh, I love these bead caps with it. Looky there. Isn't that just super cool? I just love it. So we are on both sides of this. I think I'm going to put one of my little spacer beads because there's so much going on with this bead cap that I think one of these little beads on each side will help. It'll almost, if I'm thinking right anyways, it'll almost make it look like it's part of it because there's those dots on it. See there? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then let's go into a series. So I know I want to bead cap those rondelles because that's what I did in my little cha-chas that I made. So I'm gonna grab one of them, one of our rondelles, and then the other side, there's so many holes in that, other side of that bead cap. And then I think what I'm wanting to do is I want to come in with one of our bicones. And I think I'm going to do a daisy spacer with a little bright flash in between. Let's see. That'll be cool. I think I put a little too much lotion on my hands this morning because I feel a little greasy. There we go. So let's put that on the other side here. Only need one of them bead caps. I was really excited to put this together. I almost did this tutorial yesterday, but I kind of ran out of time before the live. But what I did know is that I wanted to use those links for sure. I knew I wanted to use those links because I have so many of them now, and I thought they'd just look amazing with this. And I think they do. And then we'll just kind of repeat it. So then let me come through here. Yeah, I definitely have too much lotion still on my hands. I can feel it. One sec. This time of year especially, I have to lotion my hands. I don't really have a choice there. My hands would look terrible and they look super old. I guess that's the only word that I can use for it. My hands look a lot older than what they are whenever I'm not lotioning every day after almost every time I wash my hands. At least lotioning a few times a day. But I've got to especially be mindful of that when I'm going to be doing a tutorial with wire wrapping. Have to be mindful of that. Ross, be nice. Why are you being mean? I'm recording. Sorry, had to put him in his place. Yes, that's how I put him in his place. I'm mean. They are too funny. And all the time, Ross is the big brother, you know, and so he absolutely looks after little Lily. And he grooms her, and it's just so sweet. but then sometimes he's grooming her and she doesn't want to be groomed. And when she tries to tell him no, he's like, no, I am going to clean you. It doesn't work out too well, and it results in rare. Kitties had a good Christmas. They got a new scratch pad, and it's one of those scratch pads that are the wavy ones, and so they can kind of get up on the scratch pad and then kind of get that resistance to scratch away, and they seem to really like that one. Really like that one. And they got some treats, and they got a couple little toys that are already lost, most likely under the couch. And you know, I don't know why I buy toys. Their favorite things ever are my hair ties. I think my hair tie is like the favorite. And any kind of piece of little paper or wrapper. If I take a wrapper that's scrunchy and I just throw it on the floor for them, that's like entertainment for quite a while for them, at least until their next nap. They're funny. They're funny babies. All right, let's see on our length. That might be just about, gosh, that is so pretty. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. So if this was our focal here, what I was thinking with the cha-chas is, and I like this. That's what I was initially thinking. I was hoping they would line up a little bit better, and the three of these would each be in a divot, but it's okay. It's okay. I do like the center one being in that divot. But I was thinking about hanging cha-chas from here, from at least a couple of these. Maybe just a single dangle from these side ones and some cha-chas from here. Let's see how that would look. So if I came in here with these, what I'm thinking, so we have 4 of these, 4 of each of them. So let me make sure I'm going to separate them just so that I know I've got everything that is needed where it is needed. Okay, so those are separated. So on this here, so on this side, I'm going to come in here. And I could totally change this. I have not tried it. But I've got the look that I'm thinking of in my mind, and just a little something something on the sides here, and then it goes into the bigger kind of puffs, and then one more. So let's come back over here. Okay. That was just silly of me. Do you guys do that too? By default, you want to just use your fingernail? Okay, so the way that was opening, let's put this on. Actually, let's put this back on. Amy. So this is going down. And I want the cha-cha to be in front. I don't know why I'm making this more difficult than what it is. It is not difficult. Okay. And then if I came into these center ones, I did one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. I don't know if I want to put another set. I don't want them to be too puffy. Let's look at this. If it's not full enough, then I have enough to add a whole nother series to that. But I don't know how puffy that's going to be. Puffy, fluffy, you know. You know. So let's pop these on and see what we're thinking. Yeah, I don't think I want those too fluffy. I don't want it to weigh it down, and I want it to stay delicate. So hold on, if I move these aside. Pretty? Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Okay, let's close this off. And then before we put them together, let's figure out what we want to do for our side strands. Okay, so I have these here. And the reason why I'm using different wires for different sections is because, because I was down to the wire on a couple different kinds of wire. I had just this much of this kind and just this much of this kind, so I'm kind of combining them for this piece. That's all it is. And I did have a crimp tube setting to the side for some reason, so I'm going to use that. Let's grab another crimp tube out. Let's close this off, and then let's see what we want to do on our sides. While I was putting this together, I had a thought on our side strands, so I do want to try something and see if it's what I'm looking for. So I'm just coming up here and giving him a really good squish. Make sure you have some sticking out the top. So give him a good squish. Bring your clamshell up. This is a stainless steel one, so I won't be able to use my fingers to close it. Then we'll come to the other side. Let's roll him up. I need to open this up a little bit more. And then we'll pop him on. We'll get our crimp tube. Gravity do that. Wind him up, make sure we have some movement down there. Okay, I'm going to pull up as I push down, and then I'm just going to ever so slightly loosen up. That way I don't have like space, but I have enough room to close this because the clamshell is going to take up a little bit of space when it closes. Close him up. That is super pretty. I like it. Okay, so we have our focal. Our focal's done. So then let's come in here, and actually I may be using both of these for one strand because I have a thought and I think it's going to be pretty. So let's see here. If I come in here, take both of these strands and put them together. I'm going to bead bug those together. So I think on both of the strands, I want one of these blue bicones, and I've been bead capping them, so I'm going to continue that. So I'm going to put one of them on bead capped. Let's put a spacer. Okay, there's a spacer right up against him. And here's what I'm thinking from this point. I'm going to need some more of these. So let me grab some more of them real quick. And I'm thinking if I put a spacer bead on each of these strands, and if I do a double strand into a single strand, these spacer beads are going to help me with that differential, you know, because there's going to be a little bit of a gap. So then if I come in here, because I have my little guys here, and I have my bicones. So if I did on both of these strands, if I did one of our little blue lace agates here, and they have teeny tiny holes and they're sparkly, so it's hard to see. So if I do one of these, a bicone, and one of these, and I do the same thing on this side. So if I do one of these, bicone, and then one of our blue lace agate. And then if I do a spacer bead on top of each of those, it's mighty pretty. But do I, what if instead of just putting another one of our bicone or one of our rondelles, what if I came in here and I did one of these guys? Like maybe, oh yeah. Like maybe one of our rondelles, and then we'll do one of these, a bicone, another one of those series here, and then one of our rondelles. So let's try that out. I'm gonna like the way this lays, I think. That bicone in the middle, it just really changes things up, I think. It is really hard to see these little holes. Okay. And then another spacer bead. You're okay, Lily. That is so pretty. Oh, this is going to be better than I thought. Okay, okay. So then at this point, I'll do one of our little daisy spacers. I'll do a bead cap. A rondelle. And a bead cap. And then a disc spacer, right? Yeah. On both of them. So then this would be our repeating series. Oh, I'm loving. I think that will be beautiful with those. Oh, I'm super happy. Okay. Yay! Let's keep this up. Okay. Looks like we have a bigger one in here that doesn't belong. So we'll just get him out of there. Last night's live was so fun. So yesterday was Christmas. And just good. Family time yesterday, live last night. The live was so much fun. I didn't make anything. Didn't go over finished jewelry. We just hung out. And that was nice. That was a lot of fun. We talked about food and I love our community. And I love our ladies. You ladies are awesome. I don't know how I got so lucky. I don't know why I was chosen, but I am so thankful that I was. And I am so thankful that I took that jump and started this channel. I never would have had you guys without that. Just phenomenal. And this is just so much fun. And the live was so much fun. Like, super. So, I am thinking about all of the things that I want to do for 2025 with Campbell Creations. And there is so much on the horizon, my friends, so much coming early in the new year. I can't announce it just yet, but very, very, very soon. We are almost there. One of my big blessings also of 2024 is Heather. I would not be able to this channel would not have what it has. We would not be able to have this Facebook group. We would not be able to do as many things as we're able to do if it wasn't for Heather. She is my right hand. She is my bounce ideas off of. She is my little pop of inspiration constantly because she's always giving me fun ideas. Like, I wonder if her brain ever stops when it comes to ideas. She's a thinker. She's always looking forward, looking ahead. And the beauty of all of that with our Heather is it is always with you in mind. Always. If she wasn't that type of person, she would not be what she is in our community or for this channel. And so I'm so very thankful that she found me and that we were able to have some chat time and then just an incredible friendship emerged. I am so thankful for that as well. Look at it bling as I move it. that is just going to be gorgeous. Oh, that would be a gorgeous bracelet too. Oh, look, right? Oh, I hope I have enough beads after this. Okay. Which I have some more I can get out for, the other side. But, I feel empty though. Yesterday morning I felt empty. This morning when I woke up I felt empty. Like I'm supposed to be doing something that I'm not doing. And it's the Advent calendar. It's just so much fun. It's like so much fun. It's one of those things too, you have just like when you were a kid, that anticipation of Christmas and the lead up and the build up of, waiting for it and seeing the presents, stack up around the tree. And, then Christmas happens and it's over. It's just over. I remember my dad saying when we were little, like on Christmas morning or on Christmas afternoon, going to grandparents or what am I doing? Or something, my dad would say, just think, this time tomorrow it'll all be over. Essentially saying, as my daddy likes to do, essentially saying, enjoy each of your moments today because they're going to go by quick and next thing you know, it's going to be over. So I found myself saying that to my kids as they were growing up. But I would change it up a little bit and I would say, because they're like, oh, I can't wait. Let's, we've opened our presents. Let's go to grandma's. I can't wait. Today will go by in a flash. And next thing you know, it's going to be over. So enjoy what you have here this morning. Then we'll go and enjoy grandparents. And then we'll come back and enjoy this, Like, don't rush it all away. It just reminds me of just childhood in general, when my dad would always say, you have this much time to be a kid, and then you have no choice but to be an adult for the rest of your life. So don't wish this little bitty time away, because that's all you got. My daddy's so wise. And he was right. And so I say it to my kids, and I say it to my nieces and nephews, and I say it to friends' kids, and I say it to my kids' friends, because it's so true. It is so true. I used to roll my eyes whenever he would say things like that. Not a rude eye roll, more so like, oh, Dad, I know. No, now I do know. Don't we all, right? Itty bitty teeny tiny little holes. There you go, buddy. So let's check our length. I don't know what I'm necessarily looking for as far as the length of these. I need to kind of put them together, put that focal together, and then actually I need a daisy spacer. Need to put that focal together, kind of see and test how I want it to lay on me. And then we'll see what we want these side lengths to be. And then for the other side, I'll do that and I'll bring you guys back. That way that way you don't have to listen to stories while I bead. I love talking to you guys. Okay, now let me also look at it at this point and make sure I didn't miss a spacer, miss something. Oh, I need to put a spacer to start this. That looks good. I love that. What is that length? Oh, where's my measure? I said measure, ruler. Silly, silly Amy. All right. Actually, yeah, I'm going to hold off on adding any more to that. We're at 5.5 inches. Okay, let me do this. Let me make another one of these, and then we'll come right back. I'll clean up some of this. Let me make another one of these, clean up some of this. We'll come back and we'll put it together and see what we're wanting for this length. Deal. Okay, so I went ahead and ended one of these here at the end and didn't close one all the way. So, you know, I wanted to show you how to close it all the way. We'll end this other one and then we'll see where we are. Now we'll probably need to pull in some chain, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see where we are here. So let's come in here. Let's get our clamshell on there. Let's put on our crimp tube. Let's try to keep it towards the tip. But make sure that both of those strands have a little tip sticking out, both of them. Then we'll bring this up and we'll close it off. And then now just kind of slide everything down. And then after I slide everything down, I'll come back through and just slide everything, just a nudge again, just to make sure we're good. I don't want this to get on the necklace and then find out that we had space somewhere. Okay, so we're good there. Now on this one, I'm going to open this up a little more. This end one. And then we'll come in here, pop him in there with both strands. We'll put our crimp tube on, let it slide all the way in there. Then we'll come in here, because these are just the side strands. So we'll come in here, I'll push all the way down, and then I'll lighten up just a tad, just that I have room to close that. Trim those off and close him up. Okay, so we have our two side strands. So these, I got out a couple links here that we could connect them with. I don't know if we're going to use them, but I saw them, so I grabbed them. What I'm thinking to connect these two together is to make one of our little S hooks, one of our little figure eights, not an S hook, one of our little figure eights, one of those little infinities. That way we can connect these two together, and then, you know, on each of those two ends, and then from the center of it, we can connect this and we can bring up our side strands like so. That'll be so pretty. Oh, it'll be so pretty. It'll be so pretty. It'll be so pretty. Okay. All right, let's do it. So let me get out a couple. Here I have a couple over here. I have these guys. Those look like a more of a 2.25. Let me grab that one step looper, 2.25. I'm going to come in here. I want this opening to be down. So I want the opening to be pointed down. I want to be all the way in. All the way in. You see where that opening's up against here? Oh, well, that's not good. Look at that. It didn't even cut it. Look at that. I have never had that happen. But then again, I've never used these. And as I was showing you, these are a little more flimsy. Let me get out some thicker ones here. Seems like these new ones that I just got from Temu aren't as strong. They're stainless steel, but they're more like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Well, and you saw what just happened. I've never had that happen. So then this one is more like a 1.5. So I'll come into the 1.5. I want that loop to be facing down, and I'm coming all the way in. Okay, so I'm coming all the way in to where that loop is like up against our black notch down here at the bottom. So I'm going to get that made. Leave him down. Just squish him flat, and that's what we have. So I'm going to come in here with the other one for our two sides. Make sure that's facing down. Put it up against. And we have our other one. This way, I didn't want a big center section. So since we're going to be connecting with the center of this, so this is going to connect to each side of the strand. The center of that is going to be what's bringing up. I don't want that to be too long in the center because then it's going to sway from side to side. I just want it to have that one little spot. That's its only option, you know. So then from here, maybe I should have done some wire in 2.25. Let's make sure that this will fit and still have some movement. It doesn't need a bunch of movement because they're just connecting together. Yeah, it has something there. Okay, so then I'm going to come up to the top. Whoa. Open that up. Let's connect our end. Come on. Oh my goodness. Let's grab a thicker one. Because he was just a slipping. There he goes. Fully closed. Oh, I kind of mangled him a little bit. Darn it. Now let's make sure it lays right because this may not work. Who knows? We're trying it out. Yeah, I think that'll work, right? Then maybe actually we'll connect from up here. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's put the other side together and let's just see where we are. And if it doesn't work out, we'll do something else. I could use an oval jump ring for each of them and then connect that way. But let's see where we are. Now, hold on. Got to make sure that I'm in line here. So if this comes down, then this is going to connect like this. Yeah, go down and up. Did I not open it far enough? Nope. Let's fix that. I want to go back to that where I know I'm going down and up so that they stay down and up. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So then, oh, that's why. I'm just manipulating it. I like to manipulate it to see what it's going to do. So if I was to move it this way, move it that way, flip it around, how is it to put it back the way it's supposed to be, or does it automatically put itself back the way it's supposed to be? Those are the kind of things that I'm looking for so that I know what I'm doing with the rest here. So let's do, I think I'm going to do an oval jump ring, because with an oval jump ring, we're going to have that thinner section that can keep this connection here. So let's see, do I want, yeah, I want the bigger part up top going down. Okay. Or do I? I don't know. Do I? I think I like it like this, like a teardrop. Okay, well now I know. Yeah, I'm gonna do ovals instead of these for this. So let's come in here. I'm gonna come in the middle of that infinity in the right angle. Okay, so it's gonna go up there. This one connects up here. Okay, that'll be okay. Ooh. Are those too heavy? Did you see how that was laying? Let's put this other side on and see. oval. I just don't want these to flip forward. Here, let me try when I put it on me and let me see if they want to flip forward. No, they'll go flat. They'll go flat when they're up against you. Okay. Okay. So cute. So then we're going to put on our side strands. So let's come to the side. Here. And let's get these guys connected. And do I want to stick with oval? I think I might stick with oval. For down here anyways. All right. I'm excited about this. I love these side strands too. I just love them. Oh, look at that. My, oh my. Good and closed there, guys. Good and closed. So let me hold this up against me and see how much chain we might need. We do not need chain. We don't need chain. We don't need chain. We can just close this up. All right, so what is our length? Six, 11, so 22. Not too bad. Okay, let me grab a closure. Let's see if I want one of these. This is cute. Yeah, we'll do that one. This is an adorable toggle. All right, so we're gonna make some earrings now. This is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Love it. Okay, earrings. Oh, and I had out chain just in case. I was going to use wire 416 if we needed any, but we don't. Okay, and I have made one of these beauties, and here is what I'm going for. So we have this little bitty at the bottom, little coil, and then we have just some of our cha-chas hanging down over our crystal. Love it. Love it. Oh, I might need some other beads. I didn't get those beads out. Okay, hold on. Let's do that. So we need one of these. We need 2 of these. And we need 2 or 4 of those. 2. Okay, so I just have a little like 2.5 inch piece of wire here. You want to make sure one side is flush cut. Okay, so the side that we're going to be rolling with needs to be flush cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a half of a simple loop, and I'm going to make it itty bitty. So I'm going to come all the way down here, and I'm going to come in here. I'm going to hook it a little more. Okay, so I'm going to give this little hook. So that's about what I've got. And then I'm going to come in there and I'm going to clip off the tip of that hook. And it kept rolling, so typically I like to have a little more of the tip than that, but we'll be fine. And then I take this piece of wire with that hook pointing up, and I come in here and I'm just going to smash it closed. And the thing is, I've got the wrong pliers. The thing is, you want to be really patient here, okay? It's going to want to turn on you. It's not going to want to close like that, but you just be patient. Get you a good grip and just very slowly close down. And close down to where you have this itty bitty little hook at the end. You see there? There's like no opening. So I'm going to grab that and I'm just going to start rolling. When I'm rolling, I am holding on to this. Okay? I'm twisting with my wrist, but I'm not moving my plier on this itself, and I'm giving resistance with my thumb. So I'm holding on to it. I'm pushing up with my thumb and rotating with my wrist. Pushing up with my thumb, rotating with my wrist. And I just want a little bitty guy. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to kick this back. See? Now he's going to look a little wonky for a moment. It's okay. Hang in there with me. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do one of our spacer beads. I'm going to clip this better here at the end. And then I'll come in here with a spacer bead. He fits. I know he fits. Come on, little guy. He's just messing with me. Well, I'm glad this isn't the start of it all, or else you guys would be seriously doubting me. Okay, see how that looks on there? No problem. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go ahead and do bead cap, English cut crystal, bead cap, and another one of our spacer beads. And when this is set, I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to wind him up the rest of the way. That's all I'm doing. Winding him up the rest of the way. Look at him, see if you want a little bit more. And then if you wanted to, you go a little bit more. Okay, so that's all you're doing. And at this point, I'm going to make a wrapped loop. So I'm going to make my wrapped loop going this way. So hold on. You see where I am? Going back because I don't have any additional dangles that's happening or anything. I'm just going to make this wrapped loop. here. Okay. I didn't leave too much room on this one. There you go. All right, so from here, let me see. I thought so. I thought I did one of those. See the little infinity symbol? I thought I did that. Okay, so let's go ahead and make one of those. And I have some leftover wire from the ones I made earlier, so I'm not going to get out a new one. We'll just make another one. And I remember it was the 2.25 that we did. So I'm going to come in here, and since I'm going to make both sides with this, you see how I'm just going past this lip here. Just past it. Just barely past it, because that's where it's going to cut it off. And I'm going to come in here. That loop is made. I'm going to give a little bit of a kickback, pop it out, bring it right back in here, and I want that loop going down. And I'm putting it all the way up against this edge. And I'm going to make the other side. Here's the reason why I'm doing this. I want those dangles to hang on top of my crystal, but not over my crystal. So I need a little bit of room. And so that's what I'm doing with this. So let me make sure this one side. I need to not throw my tools. I need to be using a thicker one for these. Make sure that one side's all the way closed. That way when we open and close it, we know at least we have our basis. This side's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and open this side. I'm going to pop on our crystal, and then I'm going to close him up really well. I'm then going to come to this other side. I'm going to open it back up. And I'm going to, let's see how I want to do them. I'm going to do one of these. And actually, did I put them right on? Nope, I attached them. Yeah, I attached them to the top of this. I sure did. Okay. So we're going to pop these guys on. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put on our ear wire. And then 1, 2, 3. This is why I use that 2.25 to give enough room then. That's what I did. That way it would still have movement. And then just like that, we have our earring. And our dangles hang just over our little crystal. Isn't that adorable? I love it. I love it. My friends, thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for making this with me, for going through this with me. I appreciate you guys. I love this month's box. It is just so pretty. So, so, so pretty. And be watching for more, because I have other things that I still want to make that I haven't made. So again, watch for more. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a fantastic day, my friends. Bye-bye.